supplements only help with that last 10%, if your training and your nutrition is in order. All right, this is one of the newer lines I'm seeing people using for marketing purposes. And again, I'm telling you people, this is someone who has been in the industry an extremely long time. Right, I've been making videos over 12 years. I've been in the iron game over 25 years. I keep up with all the research, and I've been telling people for a decade that supplements are largely a scam. And this is a change in tactic that a lot of people in the industry are using now. Supplements just give you that last 10%, or a few of the con artists, they give you that last 1 to 2%. As opposed to back in the day, without supplements, you might as well not even work out. All right, that's kind of the approach they used to use. But because people have realized, well, maybe they don't do a lot and it's mostly placebo, they're starting to use this sales tactic. But what people don't understand is that it's still a lie. And it's still a tactic to rope you in. What do I mean? Because it makes it sound like, because people are saying, they're being honest. They're saying they're only worth a little bit and they're not massively important. They're only giving you that last 10%. But what they're really telling you is that if you don't buy our supplements, you won't get that 10%. Okay? All right? They're then telling people, well, you've got to get your diet and your training in order first, which is actually true, because that's going to be 100% of your progress. The supplements won't give you anything. So they tell you that so that people are at least going to realize, I've got to do this stuff, and then they'll make some progress. And then you take the supplements to get a little bit more. Okay? Again, this is a sales tactic because it convinces people that they need it, that if they don't take it, they won't get that last 10%. And it also helps keep them as customers, because they're getting results because they're actually training and getting their nutrition and stuff right. If they're doing this stuff right, they should be seeing some results. Okay. So then they believe that last little bit they're getting is from the supplements when they take them. The reality is the supplements aren't doing anything. And I want to be clear on that. At this point in the game, the only supplement that is showing any muscle growth is creatine, and it turns out that it is so small that the newest studies on it, the newest data, the newest research is showing the muscle gains are so small they may not be statistically significant. What does that mean? That means in a best case, you won't notice it because it's not going to give you 10% more. In a best case, and that is the only real supplement with long-term data showing any benefits, and again, it's very minimal. It will be too small for you to personally notice over the course of a lifetime, if the current statistics and the measurements that they're coming up with. Again, to the point of where it may not be statistically significant. It's so small. I mean, we're talking about possibly a couple of ounces of muscle over the course of 10 years or something. Wow. Yeah, it's that low. All right, this is the one with the most robust research and data showing it does anything. There's no supplement you're taking other than protein powder, and again, we could debate that. Again, protein powder is a convenience food. That's it. Nothing magical about it, nothing special over eating normal foods, but it's convenient. And I see no issue with that. It's a convenient source of protein like any other food. Okay, I have no problem with that. It's almost not really a supplement. Everything else, they're not going to help you gain muscle. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to give you that 10%. So they're still conning you. Same thing with fat loss. Supplements don't help with fat loss. We're at a point where they don't even seem to help with health other than a few situationally dependent ones, right? Legitimate deficiencies. Okay, and I get people who do that too. I actually have friends. Well, I take this because I don't eat the healthy diet that you do and I need it. And I'm like, but do you know it's actually working? Because I'm looking at what you're taking and I'm not convinced that it is doing anything. just because your diet's not good doesn't mean that a supplement is automatically going to be beneficial, barring something to where you have none in your diet. For example, someone who follows a 100% plant-based diet that has no B12 in it, zero, they'll benefit from B12. That is documented and shown. But that's also added to a lot of those plant-based foods, fortified in them. So on and so forth. These are ones that have data documenting in a true deficiency they help. In some cases, a deficiency, the supplement doesn't help. Just an FYI. So people are not aware of that. Not everything that you're deficient in can be replaced with a vitamin or a mineral supplement. And keep in mind that sometimes the supplement itself creates harm because of its imbalance and not in a whole food and in the right ratios of which you'd really find in your food. And it can create malabsorption problems and deficiencies and other stuff, all sorts of problems. So it's not even guaranteed in that case. So therein lay the problem. This is by and large a scam industry. And what I mean is that 10% is a lie. I can almost guarantee you that barring specific nutritional deficiencies, or barring a lack of protein in your diet and not taking a protein supplement because your protein is way too low to build muscle, barring those sort of exceptions, if every single one of you out there stopped taking all your other supplements right now, there would be no impact on your muscle, your body composition, your body fat, any of that. There would be none. None. And I've said that for years, and I have so many people who come through in the comments, and if you guys read through, they'll say, yep, you told me that, and I listened, and 7 years ago, I stopped taking all supplements, and I saw no change other than I saved money. Okay? Again, when you start looking at research, guys, this stuff isn't supported by data. Studies get cherry-picked. You see a few biased studies. By and large, these things don't actually help with this stuff. Okay? When independent studies are done by people who are not financially involved with the people selling the supplements, they don't pan out too well for any of these things. It is a scam industry, and saying things like, well, they just help a little because now they seem more honest than the guys who were flat out lying saying that you needed them. But again, it's still selling you that fear of loss, that if you don't take it, you won't get that last 10%. That's a lie. That 10% you're missing is still just going to come from your diet and your training. Okay? That's a mythical 10%. It's a mythical 1%. It's not real. It's a marketing tactic. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.